So good to see you all. The audience goes all the way up to the top. I'm going to jump right in, no
because we're not hearing about these cases because they're going to secret arbitration.
Right.
That's part of the reason. We're fooling our culture into thinking that we've come so far. Why? Because we're not hearing about it. That is by far the biggest problem. I'm putting together a book right now that's going to be a playbook for women, that's going to help them walk through this process, and it's also going to share stories from these thousands of women that I've heard from.
But it's almost inevitable that once you complain, you lose your job.
But I would say that we have to make a pledge to one another, that we are going to stand up and speak up. Because if only one or two of us say, yeah, we're going to do that, it's not going to evoke change. We have to all agree that we're going to do that. And we have to make a pledge as parents that we are going to raise our children, our boys and our girls, respecting gender in the same way, equal respect for men and women, because that's where it starts. The role modeling, the watching of the parents and how they treat one another, and the messaging that we're giving to our kids, with the hope that in the next generation, we start to move on out the predators.
The higher up the ladder the woman is. This bullying is real.
Well, one of the other big things that I want to make sure that everyone knows about is something that I've been fighting now with regard to advocacy since my whole case, which is forced arbitration clauses that are pervasive in employment contracts now. I bet if I asked you to raise your hands, do you know if you've signed an employment contract, if you have an arbitration clause in it?
No.
Okay. Because this has become pervasive. Even when you sign up for cell phone service or, to watch a movie, you're signing away. We don't even think about it. We just click I agree and move on. And they're also in employment contracts. And what that means is that any work dispute that you have, you've given up your Seventh Amendment right to go in front of an open jury process. You will go to a secret proceeding called forced arbitration. And nobody will ever hear about what happened to you.
Now, Gretchen, the reason I'm not asking you specifically about Fox is because you cannot talk about what happened to you, the suit, or any part of it. And Nancy, why is that?
That's because when you settle a lawsuit, which is an effort to move on with your life, Gretchen didn't want to spend her entire life fighting Fox News, and we thought that we had actually changed things this summer. The whole nation and world was talking about sexual harassment in a new way. Roger Ailes was fired from Fox News. We thought this was a new beginning.
With a $40 million exit package.
And then Donald Trump got elected.
Thank you all.